Well, today we have Walt Linnaeus, and Walt is going to introduce us to a 1951 Studebaker pickup. It's a beautiful, nicely restored pickup, and how long have you had this one, Walt?
I don't remember that either. I don't remember the dates when I got them. But
okay.
At the time I got it, I managed to look around the country. I found 3 that had been sitting for many years in the brush, and I took the 3 and took a fender here and a hood there and a motor there and combined it into one.
Okay. Well, why did you want a 51 pickup? What attracted you to that pickup?
Well, because the first vehicle I ever owned was a 1949 Studebaker pickup, which was exactly the same as this. The body was exactly the same. So I've always been a Studebaker nut ever since I had that first vehicle.
Well, Studebaker was kind of ahead on their pickup designs, weren't they? They look a little more modern, a little smoother than Ford or Chevrolet.
They were the first ones that had the body without the outside running board. And another thing, which is very unusual, you see where all the wires are. Normally in a car or pickup, when you want to work on the wires, you stand on your head underneath the dash. These all are on the outside of the dash where you can get at them.
So you were looking for something easy when you're going to restore, eh?
Right. Convenience.
Convenience. And you've got some pictures probably of the restoration project.
I have a picture in each one of what they looked like at the time I acquired them.
Okay. Well, then you kind of had to do a little scrounging to find the parts for this pickup.
Well, if I had 3 of them, you could find a good part on one of them.
Okay.
I had never done any body work before, and so I was very amateur. You could tell by looking at them. The closer you look, they don't look professional, but from a distance they look good.
Okay, but this is back to an original style on this 51.
Yep. And
51.
The upholstery was all sewed by my wife. Sharon sewed all the upholstery, and if you want to look inside, you'll see it looks quite good for a homemade job, I think.
Does this one have any accessories?
It has an overdrive. Most of them didn't have overdrives. This pickup has an overdrive.
That was available on the pickup, the same as on the car.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
And I also have the original invoices of the pickup that I bought in 1953 and the car that I bought in 1950. I have those invoices which shows the prices in those days, and that is what people get a big thrill out of. Yeah. They see, and you bought that for $1,900, and now there's $29,000.
Yeah. Well, then in 1949, when you bought that first pickup, who was the dealer in Detroit Lakes?
Well, Wick Brothers were the dealer in Detroit Lakes, but I went to see them if I could buy that new pickup, and they said, you'll have to wait 6 months.
I see.
So I went down to St. Paul and went to several dealers, same story, 6-month wait, and finally I found one. He said, come here in the office, we'll talk. The list price of that pickup was $1,510. He said, now if you give me $200 extra, you can drive that pickup out today. So I wrote 2 checks, drove my pickup home 35 miles an hour all the way home. So proud of my new pickup, and a few weeks later I got a letter from Studebaker Corporation asking how I had got that and if I had written extra. And another week or 2 later, I received a check from Studebaker for $200. I got my $200 back.
Very interesting.
So I've really been hooked on Studebaker since that.
Okay, well, we thank you, Walt, for introducing us to this nice pickup.
Okay, thank you.